Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video, guys. Today we're going to talk about another demon characters. We are up to Venomate today, so we're going to talk about this character that a lot of people are not using enough. You know, if you don't have the top metas, the more expensive characters from Demon faction, you do have the opportunity to use these characters and put him in the Demon team. That will definitely make him really strong. So today we're going to talk about how to build him and how to play him properly. But before we get into that, guys, if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code STARCO to get $10 worth of freebies. To do so, it is very simple. You go in settings, you press use a promo code, and you enter the word STARCO, STARKO, and you press OK, and you will receive $10 worth of freebie, which include 500 drag coins and 250,000 golds, which is gonna give you a huge head start to progress in the game as early as possible. So promo code STARCO for awesomeness, guys. So let's jump into the roster. We have 3 more demons to review before the general Murdoch event. But guys, tomorrow video will not be a demon review. Tomorrow we're gonna be covering the Orc Legendary event, the bonus event, the Orc bonus Legendary event, if we can call it like that. We're gonna be covering phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 of that event tomorrow. Then we're gonna be back with pretty much either the next update that's coming or another demon characters the day after. And don't forget, guys, we stream on a daily basis at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. We stream Dragon Champion for about 90 minutes every single day, so make sure to check that out, guys. So let's jump on these characters and let's take a look at his skills to get started. We're going to talk about which skill should be used to, well, which skill should be put to level 6 first. We're going to give a priority list, and then we're going to talk about the skill priority when you are actually fighting. So let's get started with the passive here. Deal 20% more damage for each stacks poison on enemies. If Kara is on the battlefield, she receives the same buff. This is actually an amazing buff. It does not boost Venomate that much, but it really boosts Kara damage like crazy when you do have, you know, when you do your poison thing with Venomate and then Kira attack with the AoE ability, for example, she will do a lot of damage. So this ability is very strong because of that, but a difference between 15% more and 20% more is not that huge. So getting this skill to level 6 is not as important as it looks. Next we have the skill number 3, which is what's your poison. Apply critical damage increase, counter attack, and a critical chance increase to an ally for 2 turns and restore 75% of the ally turn meter. So this is a very strong ability. Basically, when you apply this buff to the other characters you're going to be applying it, that will give an instant turn to that characters with critical damage increase, counter attack, and critical chance increase. So that's amazing. If you take that from level 6 to level 5, you lose 1 turn on the critical chance increase, which is a lot, and 25% turn meter. So this skill is going to be very important to get to level 6. Next we have the AoE ability, which is Poisonous Cloud. Deal 230% magic damage to all enemy and poison the target for 2 turns. So you're going to be it's AoE ability, so you're going to be applying poison to a whole team if you have good enough potency. So this is very strong. Now, do you actually need to have this skill to level 6? If we put it to level 5, you can see the cooldown at the start is 2 turn instead of 1 turn. So it's not that important to get these skills to level 6. The damage is increased, but it is not that important. And that ability, like I was talking about, if you're pairing with Kara, the synergy is amazing because you use this ability, apply poison to a bunch of enemies, and then you use the AoE right after of Kara, and boom, you do massive damage. So this is kind of how you want to time this ability a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit more about that soon. The last skill is Venomous Spit. Deal 250% of magic damage to an enemy, a 80% chance to poison the target for 2 turns, and if Kara is on the battlefield, there is a 50% chance she may be called to assist. So you apply poison to the target, then Kara can jump in and attack and do the extra damage from the passive ability. That is amazing. Now if you take that and you get that to level 5, you can see it's only a 50% chance to poison the enemy, and you lose 35% magic damage. So I do believe that this ability is going to be quite important to get to level 6 too. So now if we rank those abilities from the most important to the least important to get to level 6, most important is going to be this one, because you get the critical chance increase that lasts 1 more turn. You get 25% turn meter, so that buff is crazy. You put that buff on Kira, and then you do everything you gotta do with the poison after that, and that's just do so much damage. So I think that it adds to the synergy between Kira and Venomate, in my personal opinion. So this skills the skills you want to get to level 6 first, and also it starts with 3 turn cooldown, so that part really sucked, but what it brings is just amazing. The second most important skill to get to level 6 will be not this one. I will actually go with this one before the AoE, just because you have 80% chance to poison target for 2 turns and chance to call out Kira. I think this skills is very strong. I think this skills is more important than the second skills to get to level 6. Then lastly you have this skills. Level 6 pretty much just reduce the initial cooldown by 1 turn, so it's 1 turn of cooldown as a start of fight instead of 2 turns. I don't think it is enough a game changer to actually be worth getting to level 6 before the first skill. And then lastly, if you do have the scroll, this will be in position number 4, because 5% damage difference is just too small to actually be worth investing in very early. So priority will be skill number 3 is priority number 1, skill number 1 is priority number 2, skill number 2 is priority number 3, and then the passive skill is priority number 4. Now if we talk about runes, you can see that that poison is a very important thing, and you want that poison to stay on the opponent as long as possible. So speed is not the most important, at least in the runes. Potency is going to be the most important, obviously, because you want as much chance as possible to apply that poison and ignore as much tenacity as you can. So triple rune potency rune set, so you get 45% potency bonus here right off the bat. That is the most important for these characters. And then after that, the primaries. First primary is going to be speed. Even though you're not focusing too much on speed is still going to be important in primary, so your characters is not too slow to attack still. Second primary is going to be critical chance. The more you crits, the more you do damage pretty much, so very important. And the last primary is going to be potency. Obviously you want to get that potency as high as possible. And then as a secondary stats, what you want to be focusing on: number 1, potency; number 2, speed; number 3, critical chance; number 4, damage. Those are the 4 stats you want to be focusing on, and you want to get, like you can see here, we got speed, critical chance. I'm sad we don't have potency on this one. We have critical chance only on this one, but it's hard to get good primary with speed, so we had to deal with it. Here you can see we have potency and critical chance, very good. This one is total trash, but I did not have any other potency rune with critical chance, so you can see the secondary stats are total trash. This one we have speed, critical chance, damage, and potency. Pretty much that is the perfect secondary stats rune here. And then this one, and we have speed and damage, so not optimal. We could really use more potency as secondary stats globally, but we're still doing very good. Next, for the artifact, what you want to have in the artifact that has potency. That is pretty much all that matters. The only artifact I did have that has potency was the Paladin Lamp, so this is the one I got. But if you have another artifact that has potency as the main stat, it is as good as this one without a single doubt. That is all you care about, is the potency on the artifact. You don't care about the specials ability on it, you don't care about the second stats on it. All you care about is to get as much potency as you can. That is all you definitely care about. Now if we look at the stats here, we have 34% critical chance, which is actually pretty decent without critical chance. A rune set, speed around 165%, 160%, not percent, but 165, 160 is pretty much where you want to be standing with the speed. And then potency, we have 94.25%. Personally, I think we could actually achieve 100% if we had better luck with the secondary option on the runes, but 94.25% is pretty damn good. I think that the target will actually be 80%. If you can reach 80%, you are in a very, very, very good position. And lastly, guys, how do we use those skills? This is pretty simple. You're gonna priority number one is to use these skills when it's available. Now it's not gonna be available at the start, but when it is available, you want to use these skills. You want to primarily use these skills on Kira if you can, because that's just the skills that kind of gives such a strong synergy between Kira and Venomate. I think that skill is made to be used on Kira. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section and why. But yes, use these skills as soon as it's available. Then use these skills at priority number 2 as soon as it's available. If you can pair the Kira AoE with these skills, it's even better. That will just be perfect. The poison is outstanding here. And then as a filler, you're gonna be using this skill, and you don't really want to attack the target that needs to be damaged the most. What you want to do is attack the target that's not that does not have a poison debuff on them. That's what you want to do, so you can actually spread out your poison all around the place, so when Kira do AoE, she does more damage. So that's pretty much the way to build and play Venomate. You can see his power event, he is literally jacked up. He's only 21,288, so eventually, really early on, you will replace this character. Since you have more Doom buff and Shadar, this character will not be on your list of characters to be used anymore. But until then, until you can get your more Doom buff and Shadar, this character is going to be very, very, very useful. And when the event for General Murdoch is actually released, we are going to be using Venomate to clear it. Actually, the team we're going to be using when the event comes out is going to be pretty simple. We're going to be using Slinger Lead with Kira, Zantera, and Venomate. That's going to be my team, so it kind of show what everybody can actually achieve with the basic team, because I see this team as literally a basic team. It's easier to get Kiri than Mega Wheel, so Kiri is your tank, and then you have the 3 DPS, which is Slinger, Kira, and Venomate, and Slinger the lead, and then you have Zantera. So that is the team we're going to be clearing stage 7 of the legendary event for General Murdoch, coming in about a week and 1 day. And sorry for the background sound, kid think he's funny making sound when I'm actually recording. But anyway, that is pretty much it for Venomate today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this video will help as many people as possible in building and playing this character. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified when we post a new video. Go live with a live stream for Dragon Champion. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, you all enjoy your journey into the world of Dragon Champion, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.